Today, I want to share a story that holds a timeless lesson, one that reminds us how important it is to make the right decisions at the right time. In life, there are moments when hesitation costs us more than we can imagine. Often, we chase small gains and end up losing something far greater. We get so caught up in counting coins that we miss the treasure waiting for us. Opportunity is a mysterious guest. No one knows when or how it will arrive. Sometimes, it knocks softly, disguised in uncertainty. But once it comes, delaying is dangerous. Life doesn't always give second chances, so be wise in your decisions. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by hills, lived a hard-working laborer named Santo. Every morning, he would wake up early, take his donkey named Badshah, and head out to dig soil. He filled sacks with earth and loaded them onto Badshah's back to sell in the market. Life was tough, but Santo was honest and content with his simple living. One day, while digging in a rocky area, Santo came across something unusual, a shiny stone buried in the soil. When the sunlight touched it, the stone sparkled brightly. Intrigued by its beauty but unaware of its value, he said, "This looks nice. Let me hang it around Badshah's neck." And so he tied the stone with a string and continued his routine. Later that afternoon, the village market was bustling with people. As Santo walked through the market with Badshah, a grocery shop owner named Uncle Jisan noticed the glimmering stone around the donkey's neck. "What's that shiny thing on your donkey?" he asked. Santo smiled and replied, "I found it while digging. Looks pretty, so I tied it there." Uncle Jisan examined the stone, liked how it looked, and said, "I'll give you 50 rupees for it." Santo, thinking it was just an ordinary stone, happily sold it. Jisan hung the stone on the weighing scale in his shop. Everyone who visited admired the sparkling gem, calling it beautiful. The next day, a jeweler from the city visited the shop. As soon as he saw the stone, his eyes widened in surprise. "Do you know what this is?" he asked. Jisan replied, "A villager sold it to me for 50 rupees. I thought it looked nice." The jeweler said, "This is a priceless diamond!" Jisan smiled and said, "Give me 100 rupees and it's yours." But the jeweler, being stingy, said, "I'll give you 80 rupees. Take it or leave it." Jisan stood firm, no less than 100 dive. The jeweler walked away, thinking he'd come back the next day and get it cheaper. But fate had other plans. That very evening, another jeweler was passing through the village when his car broke down. He stopped at Jisan's shop for water and noticed the diamond hanging on the scale. Instantly recognizing its value, he said, "I'll take this for 100 rupees. Jisan sold it without hesitation. The next morning, the first jeweler returned only to find the diamond gone. "Where's the stone?" he asked. Jisan calmly replied, "After you left, someone else bought it for 100 rupees. The jeweler turned red with regret and shouted, "You fool! That wasn't just a shiny stone. It was a priceless diamond, and you sold it for only 100 rupees. Jisan chuckled and said, "Sir, I didn't know it was a diamond. But you did. Still, you argued over 20 rupees and walked away. So, tell me, who's the real fool? Be wise with your stinginess. If you're stingy in the wrong place, you may lose something far more valuable. Don't miss opportunities. Overthinking and hesitation can cost you once in a lifetime chances. Act at the right time. There's an old saying, do tomorrow's work today and today's work now. The right time is always now. Sometimes in life, we are like Santo, sometimes like Jisan, and sometimes like the stingy jeweler. But the one who wins is the one who recognizes the moment and acts without delay.